Hello and welcome back to my channel. Well, you may be wondering why I'm sat on the floor. Well, that's because today we're talking about these pedals. Let's get into it. Fanatec CSL Elite Pedals are a pedal set that was released all the way back in 2016, which makes them an old set of pedals. They've even been replaced by the newer CSL pedals to match with the CSL DD that was released last year. So why am I doing a review on these almost 7-year-old pedals? Well, they're the pedals I'm using, and I felt like giving you my views since I've tried a few different pedals in my sim racing career, and I thought I'd give you my, thoughts. So as I said before, these pedals were released all the way back in 2016 for the reasonable price of about €90, with the additional load cell kit setting you back another €139, or altogether bundled for €220, so a nice little €10 saving there. Now when they released, it was fairly a big deal. Load cell pedals at a reasonable price was not something readily available. We really are in a golden age of sim racing where there's so many sets of pedals available for a decent price. But back then, load cell was expensive, the same way direct drive was expensive. So let's start with some facts. 12-bit resolution potentiometers, full metal construction and sleek black look, and a load cell that could hold up to 90 kg of pedal pressure. Even today, that's not a bad set of features. Now the big drawback nowadays is using pots instead of hall sensors due to the fact that potentiometers are known to wear out. There are many people on the internet that have done swaps themselves, but I am not one of them, and look, I'm probably not going to do it because I'll break them. Now personally, I love the look of these pedals. I honestly think that they're some of the best looking pedals around, and I've always had an eye for them ever since they were released. I'd put them up there with the Heusinkveld Sprints, which I think are a good set of pedals looks wise as well. That all black colour just makes them look super premium, and although I would have liked to swap the pedal faces, I'll accept that I can't because that all black look and that all metal construction just looks awesome. Well, enough from rambling about how they look, how do they feel? So, a quick disclaimer here, as with my CSW 2.5, I did buy these second hand, so any issues I might have come across might just be down to the fact that these aren't out of the box brand new, even though they did almost come out of the box. Anyway, these are the first load cell pedals that I've actually owned, so straight away I love the feel of them. Just having a set of load cell pedals is far better than my T3 PAs that I had previously. Now, I've used load cell pedals before, quite a few. I've had hands-on with the Sprints from Heusinkveld, and I put quite a lot of hours into those without owning them. I even have a review of them, that's how much I've raced them. Now, I don't think the CSL Elites are as good as the Heusinkveld ones, but they really are a great set of pedals. As with most load cells, I've become a lot more accurate with my braking and a lot more consistent. Am I faster? Yeah, probably not, but there's a lot less locking up and spinning, which is good. Not just the brake, it's nice to have a throttle with some weight to it. It may not be a lot, but it's more than the Thrustmaster pedals, and it allows me to modulate the throttle with so much more precision, and that adds to me being more consistent. The actual physical feel of the pedals is great as well, and I've had no issues with racing them in socks, and no pain using load cell without shoes, which is good because I'm not wearing shoes to race. Although, in this video, you will see me wearing shoes racing because, I'm not showing you my funky socks. Although, I do fancy a nice pair of racing boots. That would be cool. Anyway, moving on. Now you may be wondering, Gavin, how do these stack up against the newer CSL pedals with the load cell? Well, considering I used the CSL pedals for about 10 minutes, let me give you a quick comparison. They're about the same. The new ones are, newer and probably more reliable, but I like the look of the Elites better. And there you go, comprehensive comparison. God, I'm good at YouTube. Let's talk downsides, because, there are some. Firstly, pedal travel, or maybe I'll call it pedal sensitivity. This may have something to do with the fact that these weren't brand new, but the brake pedal seems to have a bit of slack in it. Well, I say a bit, it's actually quite a lot. Enough that when I'm resting my foot on the pedal without pressing it, I'm registering about 9% brake pressure, which may not sound a lot, but when you're not intending to brake, you really want 0 because, you're not trying to brake. Now, in pretty much every sim, I can dial this out with a dead zone in the settings, but it's still quite annoying because with the games that don't have on-screen telemetry, I don't know if I'm still accidentally pressing it during a race or a stage. It's certainly the one major thing that is a drawback for me, and these pedals, I definitely notice a lot when racing. Although, I am going to try and fix it in the most way possible. I've messed with brake pressure, dead zones, and I'm going to change the elastomers, so I will update if I manage to fix it. Second drawback for me, and this isn't a major one, but no pedal customization. Not being able to move the pedal faces can be annoying. Yes, I know, take the pedals off and move them, but that's a pain in the arse. I'd rather just be able to make slight pedal adjustments quickly with the pedal faces. Oh well. All in all, even with some downsides, I love these pedals. They've massively upped my enjoyment of racing, and they've helped with my lap times, and definitely adds some realism knowing that if I push too hard, there's not a plastic pedal that's going to snap. As most sim racers will tell you, a set of load cell pedals should always be your first upgrade. And after living with these for a while now, I have to agree. Now, would I recommend these specific pedals? Well, no, because the specific ones we're talking about are mine, but anyway, they are discontinued and quite hard to find. You will find a lot of the 2 pedal sets, but the load cell's actually quite hard to find at the moment. They do have potentiometers, which might lead to the fact that they could easily fail over time. But if you can find them really cheap and you're willing to take the gamble like I was, then yes, you will not be disappointed with them, at all. And if you don't fancy doing that, just go get the new ones. Apart from looks, they're exactly the same. And like magic, we're back in the rig. That was my review of the Fanatec CSL Elite Pedals, an older set of pedals, but it's what I've got. If you enjoyed that review, why not drop a subscribe for me? We're trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. If you'd like to follow me on any other socials, they will all be down in the description below. And until the next video, I will see you later. Goodbye.